So now let's get started. So standing up really nice and tall, we're just going to start off by opening and closing the body. So with your hands together right in front of you, start off and then open the palms of your hands like you're opening a book and spread your arms so your thumbs are going to the wall behind you. And when your body is really, really beautifully nice and open, take a really deep breath. And close and exhale. So every time we open, we'll inhale. And every time we close, we'll exhale. Going back and forth for a few moments at the pace of your own breath. And you can see that I'm opening up my body so much that my back is arching. I might even choose to reach my chin up towards the ceiling, opening up through the throat. And then exhaling and closing. Inhale. And exhale. Back and forth. And to give your arms a little bit of a rest, we'll go in and do some shoulder rolls. So hold on to the tops of your shoulders if it's comfortable. If not, you could just bend your arms. And we're going to draw the largest circles we can with our elbows. So bringing your elbows all the way forward, all the way up, all the way out, and all the way down. Really reaching down towards the ground with your elbows. And continuing that big, beautiful circle. Thinking about really getting a lovely stretch through your back as your elbows come forward. And a stretch through the chest as your elbows go back. Wonderful. Now extending the arms. And just one arm at a time, doing a really lovely big circle, getting a little bit of torso rotation here at the same time. So reaching forward, reaching up, and reaching back. You can reverse the direction of the circle as well. See if you feel any change in the stretching. And let's switch sides. Starting out going forward, up, and back. You don't have to synchronize the breath with the movement, but try to continue some really glorious deep breaths here and reversing the direction. Nice. All right, so now we'll continue down the body with this sort of courtesy call, warm up to movement here. And I'm going to just bend my knee here and draw the largest circle I can with my knee. Hopefully you can see that. You may want to hold on to something. Sorry, my dog just came in and decided to shake in here. Drawing the biggest circle I can with the knee, bringing it all the way up and out, dropping it all the way down, and even bringing the knee across the body here. As you continue with that circle, nice. Now we'll go to the other leg here, up and out. Really feeling the hips open, but under your own muscular power here. And of course, hold on to something if that feels best for your body. Lovely. So now, let's go ahead back to the initial leg. We're just going to go ahead and hold onto the knee if that's accessible for you. See if you can bring it up just a little bit higher. If the knee isn't comfortable, you can interlace fingers underneath the thigh. Get yourself just a little bit more range of motion here, coming straight up into the front. And bringing your knee to the outside of your body here, seeing if you can use your hands to help yourself into that stretch just a bit more. Breathing into it, hopefully feeling really, really lovely here. If it doesn't feel lovely, come out of it a little bit. And then bringing your knee across your body. Up and down, playing with a few angles and finding what really works for you. So we'll do the same thing with the other leg, bringing your knee up, hugging it in towards your chest, bringing it out, the outside of your body line, and across your body. Breathing, and resting that foot back down. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to reach towards our toes. I'm going to tilt you guys down towards the floor just a little bit more here. And I'm extending my right leg. I'm bending through my left leg. And I'm going to tip the top of my pelvis down towards my right toe and reach down and come out. You can hang out down here if it feels good for yourself, or you can move in and out of it, reaching towards the toe and coming out. By maintaining a neutral spine here, or even a slight arch in the lower back, I make sure that I'm really targeting my hamstring and not stretching my lower back. Sometimes it can also feel good to round forward through your lower back. Let's go ahead and do the other leg. Tipping the top of the pelvis down towards the left toes, and I have my right knee bent here. Just coming in and out, getting my little reach, and coming out of it. And now we'll stretch out the backs of our legs even a little bit more. Both legs at the same time now as I tip the top of my pelvis down. Support myself by placing my hands on my knees or anywhere on my leg that feels good. And I breathe deeply into the stretch. If this is comfortable and safe feeling for you, you can fold forward even more, allowing that lower back to round. And coming on out of it whenever you're ready. We'll work on the front of the leg a little bit more here. So go ahead, hold on to something to steady yourself and hold on to that left ankle here. Left foot, left ankle, anywhere that feels nice for you. Then going to tuck your pelvis, and that'll automatically increase the stretch through the front of the leg here, through your quads. From here, you could play with the angle. You could draw your knees together. You could draw your knee back, playing with the angle that you're gifting your leg as you stretch out those hip flexors. Sometimes a little wiggle feels good. Don't forget to breathe because these muscles get very tight when we sit a lot. We'll go ahead and do the other side. And I'll show you this from the front here, holding onto my foot and ankle, tucking my pelvis, almost like I'm aiming my tailbone directly down towards the floor, and then drawing my knees together, drawing my knee back, finding those really lovely stretches and those angles that are really meaningful, feel good for my body today. You can breathe into it if you get a stretchy spot, or you can come out of it and you could just relax and then come back in when you're ready. So let's come on out of it together whenever you're ready. And we'll do a little bit of movement for your upper body. Start off rolling your shoulders just a couple of times here. And then we're going to relax the right ear over to the right shoulder. You can really reach your left hand down towards the ground and see if that gets you a little bit more of a stretch. So I'm reaching for the ground here. You can also play with this left hand. So reaching back with the left hand, seeing how that changes the stretch here. If at any point this becomes tense or uncomfortable for your neck, by all means, come on out of it. Take a few deep breaths, take a little counter stretch, and come back. You can also play with the angles by tilting your head. So I'm going to keep my ear close to my shoulder and tip my nose down towards the ground. See how that changes the stretch. Or tip my nose up towards the ceiling while I keep this ear close to the shoulder. Beautiful. Come on out of it. Give yourself a little shake out. Shaking no, nodding yes. A little wiggle to help those muscles relax and get ready to stretch to the other side. So now I tip my left ear over towards my left shoulder. I can hang out here, or I can really reach with the right hand away and down. Breathing into it, again, aiming for really good stretch feelings, not tense, tingly, numb feelings. Those would all be bad, but aiming for that really glorious, big old morning stretch kind of a feeling. Playing with the angles by moving my right arm back a little bit, still while reaching down. Or playing with the angles by reaching my nose towards the ground or up towards the ceiling. Sometimes it just feels good to transfer back and forth. Looking down and looking up. For some people, that little wiggling motion can kind of help your body relax. And go ahead, come on out of it. Take another couple of shoulder rolls here. And a deep breath. We're going to take our hands and interlace them behind our back here. Holding onto our two hands. And then drawing the fist down the back. Really thinking about rolling the shoulders open and opening up through your chest. Enjoying a deep breath here. Go ahead and open the throat, drawing your chin right up towards the ceiling. Thinking about lots of length through the cervical spine, right through all the bones of your neck as you reach your chin up towards the ceiling. Come on out. Take one final deep breath. You guys are all done. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that felt good.